what's going on? There's a lot of people that I don't like, but I have to admit, I love everyone. Now, the reason why I love everybody is because that's what God called me to do. But God didn't call me to like everyone. We should do all that we could to get along with people. And if there's one person out there that I know for sure that I love, but I definitely don't like, it's Andrew Tate. Mr. Andrew Tate. And the reason why he annoys me so much is because he thinks he knows what a Christian is. And he likes to put down Christianity and promote Islam. Now, nothing wrong if you want to be a Muslim. All power to you. But if you're going to put Christianity down and speak lies about Christianity, then I have an issue with you. Because if I'm going to critique Islam, I must have a basic understanding of what Islam is. If I'm going to critique the Jehovah's Witnesses, I need to know what a Jehovah's Witness is. So I don't do them a disservice. It's just like a person who's working in the bank. What do? They teach you how to recognize real money. So when the fake one comes, you will have a good understanding of what it is. And you're able to recognize it and get rid of it. Now, Andrew Tate claimed to be a Christian, and he has no idea what that is. He feels as though because he's living in a Christian country, that automatically makes him a Christian. But living in a Christian country does not make you a Christian. If I live among white folks or Haitian folks or Spanish folks, it doesn't make me Hispanic. I'm still African descendant. So now we need to clarify some of these misconceptions that he has. So let's roll the clip.
Islam fixes a lot of the problems that men are currently facing. Yeah. The problems we're discussing on this show, Islam fixes all of them, right? That's the first thing about Islam. And I'm not a Muslim, right? If I had to choose a religion, I would, because I live in an Orthodox Christian country, I go to the Orthodox Christian church. I donate $20,000 a month to the church in the country I live in. The church in Romania is very powerful, and I like.
Now, this is crazy. Now, I'm not saying two things can exist at once. He believed that the Muslim religion fixes all the problems that are out there. But yet, he's saying that he go to a Christian Orthodox church in Romania, bragging, donate $20,000 a month. Number one, before we even get there, because there's so much to what he's saying, and I get sidetracked very easily. Now, if the Orthodox Church in Romania is powerful, and then if the Muslim religion fixes everything, which one is it? Why don't you go and be a Muslim? Why go to an Orthodox church it's like a contradiction. Yeah, the Muslim religion fixes everything, but the Orthodox Church is powerful. I'm not saying both things can exist at the same time, but he's already confused about what Christianity is. Then he said he donate $20,000 a month to the church like you're helping God. Number one, if he truly understood what the Bible is about or what the Bible speaks about, he wouldn't even say that. Because the Bible said when you give, don't let your right hand knows what your left hand is giving. Paraphrasing. So you should give in secret. You shouldn't come on social media and bragging how much you give to the church. So I have an issue with that already. And again, he has no idea what Christianity is about. Let's continue.
Like having church friends. So I give them a lot of money, right? So I would guess I'm an Orthodox Christian. But if I had...
You see, there it goes. He's an Orthodox Christian. Again, he doesn't understand. He's a dummy when it comes to what a true Christian is. This is why. If a Christian is someone... A Christian is not necessarily a religion if we take the word religion and compare it to what the world call a religion. So let's use a world term of religion, right? Just a way of belief. Now, Christianity is not a religion that you just get up one day, I'm just going to join the church, and that makes me a Christian. No, a Christian is one who believe in the triune God, understand that he or she's a sinner, and if should die, you're going straight to hell unless you accept Christ's atonement, Christ's forgiveness of your sin, and surrender your heart over to him. The Bible compares Christianity to a marriage. Fly around. A marriage is this. You surrendering yourself totally to this individual. So now, Christianity is you surrendering and committing yourself to God and his word. It's not just a thing I join and give my club fee of $20,000 a month. You see, and then claim it back on my taxes. And then I'm bragging about it at the end of the day. So now, this person is very arrogant, and you're not doing God a favor because God don't need your money. And I could see now you have to be very careful when you disrespect the God of the universe. Don't be surprised that the situation he is in currently, I haven't kept up with it. I'm not sure if he's out of it yet. Is the reason is you are in that situation because you're disrespecting the God of the universe. God don't play that. Don't think you could arrogantly disrespect God and get away with it. Let's continue.
I had to bet on one religion as if I were betting on the stock market for the future. You have to bet on Islam.
Now, why don't you go join it? Why you sticking with the Orthodox Church? Go join Islam. If that's where your heart is, that's where your treasure is. So now, for example, he's looking at Christianity again just as a religion. Okay, the Bible already clearly told you, which I just explained, what it is to be a Christian. If I'm a genuine biblical Christian, one who is taking God at his word, I don't speak this way. So he's an imposter. He's an imposter. And the Bible said, let the wheat and the tares grow together. They both look alike until the day of harvest. When the blossoms on the wheat and the blossoms on the tares are different. Now I see who you really are. So Andrew Tate is an imposter. He's not on God's side. And you could tell because he's trying to talk arrogantly about Christianity without knowing anything about Christianity. And this very same religion that he's dissing or disrespecting is the one he's attending to and claimed to be given $20,000 a month. This don't make sense. This is a confused man.
Because Muslims are intolerant. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully. Because if you're tolerant of everything, then you stand for nothing.
Yeah.
Facts. Christians are so tolerant now. You don't believe it. They have gay pastors that I'm not even anti-gay. But if the book says don't have, like, what do you believe in now?
Right, yeah.
If you're tolerant of everything.
You see, Islam is the fastest growing religion by force. And he's all into that. Like, man, if the books say this, let's persecute him. Let's throw this person in jail because Islam is intolerant. Now, Christianity, God didn't call us to do that. A matter of fact, in the Quran, it states war with those who are Christian and Jews. In the Bible, it called us to be persecuted for the name of God, for the sake of Christ. God didn't tell us to come on war and force people to follow this book. You can't force someone to love God. You can force someone to follow rules, but Christianity is not about you following rules. Christianity is about you loving God so much that you're willing to do what he says. The Bible said that if a man say that he love me, which is God, and don't do what he say, he's a liar. He's a liar. So Islam is Islam is a religion of force. Just like Muhammad, who forced a 9-year-old child, to marry him. According to the Quran, she was still playing with dolls. Then, after taking advantage of this 9-year-old kid or child, because 9 years from that time, she was in her mother's womb. So this 9-year-old kid was forced to marry this grown man. And then after he took advantage of this child, he divorced her. He has forced so many women to have sexual relations with him. So now, this is the religion I would want to join? Then he come and say war with those who are Christian. Muslims was the biggest slave trader. They actually traded with America. Muslims say in their deeds, they call black people raising heads and they're racist against blacks. I'm not saying every Muslims is, but what I'm saying, what their religion teaches is, or what the Hadith teaches is that black people are not on their level. Then when they did take black slaves, they castrate them. They castrate them so that they would not impregnate their woman. So the Muslim religion didn't want blacks to impregnate their woman, so they castrate them. So yes, he's right. They're not tolerant of everything. They will literally castrate their slaves. They dislike black people. They had white slaves also because they were way too white. So they enslaved the white people that was look way too white than normal. And of course, they almost conquered the entire continent of Africa. That's why even Egypt looks so Semitic, because the Muslim used the women as sex slaves. So now, Christianity is a total opposite of this. Christianity, I stand up for Christ on a personal level. Christians stand for Christ on a personal level. We don't grab our swords or force people in jail for not following what we about. We don't do that. God is the ultimate judge. We do what the word said. We follow God's word because we love him. Let's continue.
Everything. You stand for nothing. I can walk through London with a t-shirt saying Jesus is gay and nothing will happen to me. If I did the same thing with the Islamic prophet, I'd be dead before I got to the end of the street.
Boom.
That's how much they believe and respect. And I respect people who stick up for what they believe in.
Yeah.
It's not even about me believing in it. I respect them because they
I'm sorry to keep stopping, but you see, this is stupid. Stupid. Because he don't know what Christianity is about. He's a fool. If a person want to walk around with a shirt that Jesus is gay, that doesn't mean anything to a Christian. I now need to defend that if I'm confronted by saying Jesus is against this. But I don't need to take that man and go kill him because he disrespecting Christ. God did not call us to do this. God called us to be a witness, a light to the dark world, which Andrew Tate is. He's in darkness and he don't know the true God.
They believe and they will defend. Muslims are the only people who will defend their religion. They will defend their beliefs. They refuse to be mocked. Mm-hmm. They refuse to be insulted. And I respect that about them. I respect that. That's an amazing thing about them, right? And the third point is, and I've been all around the world, some of the best countries in the world today are the first world Muslim nations.
Yeah.
Qatar, you can go to Qatar, you can fall asleep with $1 million on your lap in the middle of the street. Nothing's going to happen to you.
Saudi Arabia as well.
You can go to Saudi, nothing will happen to you. You can go to Dubai, UAE, nothing's going to happen to you.
They leave their cars parked with the keys inside.
It's so safe.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's so safe. Women, everyone's married. Every woman obeys her husband. Every single woman has 4, 5, 6 kids. Big families. All the things we're talking about, all the problems we have here, right? They've got none of that. None of it. Because of Islam. Islam keeps society in the role where women obey their man. Women have children. Women have big families. Women are exceptionally happy to do so.
Yes.
Before some Western girl.
You see, that's his opinion. That's his opinion. Again, it's a proven fact that this dude is a fool when it comes to Christianity. Because a lot of Muslim women is going to tell you otherwise. How they are being persecuted, how they are being forced into immorality and all kind of different things. And he haven't mentioned this part, and maybe that's why he liked the Muslim religion so much over Christianity, because he could have 10 wives. So he's talking like he's talking from a place of ignorance. And this is why you have to do your research before you talk. Because at the end of the day, you may look like a fool. I don't need to go any further with this because you make me sick. I just don't like people who will take what's precious to you and trample over it. He's taking what's precious to me, which is God and his word. And he's trying to trample on it and talk like we need your money. Like we need your 20 grand a month that you're going to claim on your taxes and get back, probably even more. And I'm not surprised that those who diss Christianity and end up in a situation like he's in, being accused and being all of this. Now, you know how it feels. Because look at this. All these women came out claiming that you did this to them and doing you a disservice because you saying it's a lie. Now, here are you claiming that Christianity is this and accusing Christians. Now you are being accused. Now you are being judged. Now you in a place where what you have been doing to Christianity is now being done to you. And that is why you have to be careful what you say about God and his word. Peace out. Live for Christ.